What's your Tyler's back with my open season 2 movie review. So this Tuesday, this Tuesday we're gonna take a look at the final one. I'm just gonna talk about the American. So here in the United States, the release date was January 27th, 2009. So 3 years ahead of the first one. So here we go. In the spring, Elliot has grown giant new antlers and is about to marry Giselle. Yeah, I spoiled it in the first movie, but however, Elliot's new antlers are cracked off in an accident, which upsets him. Believe that his cracked antlers are a sign of bad luck. And after hearing words being spoken by Ian during the wedding ceremony, Elliot begins to have a second thought. Meanwhile, Mr. Weenie finds a dog biscuit trail that his previous owners left behind and follows it at the climax of the wedding. Elliot witnesses Mr. Weenie being taken away by his old owners, Bob and Bobby. Elliot tells an exchange story of the other forest animals about Bobby turning Mr. Weenie, made possibly by his missionary of Bobby's excuse offended towards Mr. Weenie, and decided to make a rescue mission to save him, while also using it to avoid marrying Giselle for now until we get to the finale of this. Until his giant antlers grow back, Boog, Elliot, Giselle, Miss Squeezy, Buddy, the porcupine, and Sarge and David set off on a mission under Boog's lead. Meanwhile, the pets of Bob and Bobby's friends on their way to Pet Patrol, a result of humans and their pets, meet at a rest stop. There's a Fifi, a toy, and his basket hounds. Robert, two cats named Sandra and Rico, and two southern dogs named Ruffus and Charlie. Fifi discovered his hatred of wild animals. Discover how he claimed that they got him shot by a bug zapper. So he's like the main villain in this movie. Yeah. He then tries to mute a neighborly rabbit until he's stopped by his owners. Meanwhile, the wild finds Weenie. The wilds find Weenie. Much to Elliot's dismay, they try to free him while his owners stop at a gas station. They free him from his chain, but because of Elliot's cluelessness, they accidentally left him stuck in the RV along with Buddy. Yeah. So we went from Boo trying to get back to his home to Mr. Wing getting kidnapped. Elliot and Giselle have an argument and eventually left Elliot to search for Mr. Weenie himself, while Serge and Deli fly to look for him. The owners reach the pet camp with Mr. Weenie and Buddy. The other pets meet with Weenie, and Fifi tries to restore Weenie back into his pet state, but Winnie resigns. Buddy helps Winnie escape, and Buddy tries to free Winnie from his shock collar. During the chase, Fifi gets shocked by the collar. Yeah. And gets the fur on his forehead burned, causing him to lose most of his sanity and vows revenge. Meanwhile, Sarge and Denny return and explain that found Weenie and Buddy at a pet camp, underwhelmed that the two have already escaped. Boog and the others set up camp, and Boog fails to convert Giselle and that Elliot is a good person, and that belongs together. The Wild resolve that they have gone to Pet Bernard's. Weenie and Buddy find Elliot in the woods and confirm him to get to Pet Pizarre to save his friends. The Wilds try to sneak into Pet Pizarre by disguising themselves as pets, with Giselle as a Gallimate and Miss Squeezy as a Chihuahua. Boog attempts to sneak in as a cat, but prevents to be too large to pass off as one of them. Changes to a sheepdog. Yeah. After Elliot, Mr. Winnie, and Buddy meets up with Boog, Elliot also disguises himself as Boog's human owner, and they sneak into Giselle and Miss Squeezy, walk out Pizarro looking for Mr. Winnie, but their cover is blown and are captured by Fifi and the other pets and taken to the secret lair behind the resort water slide. Elliot, Buddy, and Mr. Winnie attempt to go inside to save Giselle and Mr. Winnie, but Mr. Winnie misses being a pet again, goes to play on the water side, leaving the rest except Boog to be captured by Fifi, while Boog trying to catch Mr. Winnie. And yeah, this guy's got melted away, and then chaos breaks out. We'll get to it. Fifi tries to kill them all with a pile of shock collars as Boog tries to stop Mr. Weenie from going down the water slide. His cover is blown, and security attempts to tranquilize him before Fifi shocks the Wilds into submission. Elliot, having learned to trust himself more than his antlers, tries to prevent his love for Giselle, only being berated by her for leaving her at the Allure and using Mr. Weenie's kidnap as an excuse as Fifi is about to kill them. Boog enters the lair via the water slide, and the luxury flushes everyone out. A battle between the Wilds and Pets is scored with the Pet Bernardo security, the $2 security, forces on tranquilizers the Wilds, while Boog tricks security into tranquilizing themselves. Elliot saves Giselle, accomplishing places all the shock collars on himself. He wrestles Fifi in the pool. For the shock collars removed, Fifi eventually grabs the remote and tests the collars, only to realize that Elliot had attached the collars to him. Fifi survived the electrocution, but loses all of his fur. humiliating him further. The pets and the wilds settled their differences and decided to become friends. Mr. Winnie wants to be a pet again, decided to join the pets and return to his owners. Returning to the woods, Elliot finally reveals his true feelings for Giselle and they get married. And then they get kids in the final one. Yeah. I gotta say it's not as great as the first one, but I still thought it was pretty funny. I give it a B plus for that. And now we get to the finale of this. Open season 3, the last one for now at least, if I want to do the Halloween one, which probably be in 2 months from now, but yeah. So this one is not going to be like marriages, this is going to be a circus type thing for Boog, because yeah, he's the Mighty Grizzly, but this is for Tuesday, so which means Monday will be my Raw review live, so there's that. Anyways, like this, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, and there, bye.